Yes, we believe in this nation, and we will get there someday. That's a great nation. Good morning and welcome to State of the Nation, the 11th day of May 2023. I am Anosike Chimezie welcoming you on today's edition. And of course, yes, we are already counting down to the 29th of May in Nigeria. May 29th inauguration. Matters are rising. Like you all know, some governors have been elected, some re-elected, and a president elected. They will be taking oath of office on the 29th of May, except for few states which court injunctions moved their inauguration, and some are yet to conduct their elections. Yes, on that note, we have the APC, the essay to youth engagement to APC national leader Ashiwaju Saheed. He's in the studio. Good morning. Good morning, Ashiwaju, and welcome to the program.
Good morning, sir. Good morning, Nigeria.
Yes, the last time you were here, you predicted the victory of Ashiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu on the presidential election. Okay, on that note, I say congratulations. And yes, the election has been won. Some people say it has not been lost because there are still court proceedings. Let me get your thoughts on that election. How will you rate that election and what transpired on that day?
Thank you, host. Firstly, I want to say thank you for having me again on this your radio station. It has always been a wonderful experience. Now, on the election, the last time I came, I told you guys, I said our party, that's the APC, as we have a very, very vibrant person at the ends of our affairs, and we put forward a very, very vibrant man, a leader that has created other leaders that has all the capacity and has the body language to turn things around in Nigeria. So obviously, he had to win the election, and we have won the election. And we thank Nigerians for voting for Ashiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu, because the renewed hope is here, and it's going to be a very, very good atmosphere for Nigerians all over the world.
Okay, now matters are rising. The president-elect is out of the country. Some people have said he promised us a renewed hope. That renewed hope, will it be gotten or will it be done? This is the second time he's moving out of the country after the election. What informed his decision of moving out of the country before the inauguration?
Thank you. We all know a few days ago we saw the renewed hope is going to be a very good one, like I told you earlier. We've seen nations congratulating him. We've seen the body language. We've seen the statement out there. All other countries in the world, the giant countries, are already ready to work with Ashiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu, because it's going to be it's not going to be business as usual. And like Ashiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu said, he said he's ready to compete with all the top countries in the world. So going outside the country before the inauguration, like you all know, he's still the president-elect, is not yet inaugurated. So obviously, he went out of the country just to have some engagement with the business class, the economic strategist, and having a good beginning. So it's part of the plan towards making that renewed hope come to reality. So that's what we are seeing. And I know by the grace of Almighty God, the renewed hope will be a relief for Nigerians all over the world.
Okay, before we look at the challenges that is ahead of the renewed hope,
Yes.
what is happening in the APC? It seems like it's not moving on well. Leadership of the 10th Assembly has been in contention. The APC have zoned the leadership, like you know, and there has been comments from party men, and most recently, Governor Akredolu of Ondo State. Now, looking at it, your party have zoned the Senate president to Northwest, where the Senate president zoned also Senate president to South. Yes, deputy Northwest. Now, Speaker, they zoned it to Northwest again, and the deputy speaker South, former governor Senator Godswill Akpabio is the anointed candidate. but it has not. Some party men, I saw a group. They called themselves a group of 7. They were agitating yesterday that is not going down well with them. So what is happening in the APC?
There's nothing wrong in the APC. Party supremacy supersede individual interest.
Okay.
And there's no way you can take that away, because for you to join a party says you abide by it. But notwithstanding, everybody has the right to contest. Everybody has the right to have their voice heard, so which is allowed. Our own party is not a party that will say just shut up and you won't talk. We know everybody has contributed to this glory, and everybody will surely benefit from it. So zoning is the must. Is the must in the party. Is the party ideology. You can't be a student in Unilag and want to go and collect your certificate in LASU. So obviously this is how it is. So everybody has the right. Like I saw this morning, I was reading the news. I saw I don't know the name of the woman. She's also saying she wants to be a speaker or a deputy speaker. It's allowed. It's gender equality. So everybody has the right to contest, to say, to have their voice heard. So it's allowed. But the party supremacy supersede individual interest, which is what we all entered into, what we all agreed on before joining that party. So we are progressive. So it's allowed. Yeah.
Okay, before the election, APC promised in the renewed hope to carry women and youth along.
Yes, please.
And we were close to having a first female elected governor in Nigeria, Senator Aisha Binani, which never came to pass. Yeah. Now, the woman you talked about, is a house member from Okigwe North in Imo State. She is saying that on their promises, I am the only woman standing in the race, and I am qualified. It should be given to him. And that will bring me to the message Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu said one time. He said, power is not served a la carte. A lot of people misinterpreted it. Some people misquoted it. Now, the only woman in the race is saying the power should be served her a la carte. So, what does that mean for this 10th assembly?
Well, like I told you earlier, I said everybody has right to contest. Everybody has right to have their voice heard. So even the new elected officer that has not been in the house, they also have right. But the National Assembly has their own constitution guiding and which every member of the assembly must abide with. And the zoning is for the party. The party have said that this is how we are going to do it. So it's now left for those candidates, the anointed ones, to now walk, canvass, and move around for vote for all the 100 and something members to vote for them in the house. So the woman, she has right, like Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu has said, Asiwaju Bola Ahmed is somebody that promised and never fails, which he has been doing, and he won't stop. He's a prepared man. He's a leader that has created leaders. He's a strategist. He's a nation builder, and he's obviously going to make sure everything is balanced in the house. And the National Assembly has their own constitution that guides them on their doings in the house. So obviously, everybody will have a seat at the table. Okay,
some people made an argument this morning. They said it's not the duty of the president or the president-elect to wade into the whatever that is happening in the legislative arm. That is just for them to organize themselves, bring up. And some people have said zoning of the key positions in the assembly, we put a dent on this coming government. And I can't remember, APC themselves, like your party, some people raised an argument that they want to run away from the Saraki-led assembly scenario. Is that what is playing out right now?
We don't want to go back. We don't want to be drawn back everybody's planning to move forward. Like the Saraki scenario you are saying, we don't want Nigeria to go back to that time, because it really affected a lot of things, because the executive and the legislative are not really working hand in hand. But Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu has that body language. I know obviously everybody that wants to work with me, he has his plans. He has been planning for this more than 20 years ago, so he knows what he wants, he knows how he's going to do it, and he knows how it will be done. So obviously he's going to work with the best hands, so in all sectors, talking about all sectors, the ministerial appointment, the senatorial, it has to work hand in hand. So it won't affect the governors, it won't affect the government of Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu, because he's a man that has vision. and it will always come to reality. So everybody will fall in hand. It's allowed. Everybody needs to, you can argue about it. You can make your voice, like I keep saying it, make your voice known. So you don't, as a politician, you don't just keep quiet and say, because they've said, they are not rubber stamps. You are elected by a group of people, by your community. So let them hear your voice. So it's allowed. But Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu, this will not affect his governor because he is a prepared man. He knows. Is a politician that every student of politics needs to go and read about. So very soon I know a book we start studying a course on Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu in the university.
Okay, we'll go on this short break. When we come back, we'll look at the challenges ahead of this government and also the 10th Assembly. You're still listening to State of the Nation, our political program on Lagoon Radio, your number one online gospel radio in Nigeria and the official radio of the Anglican Diocese of Lagos. We'll be right back after this break. Keep listening to us.